cameras are on. Alright. So... well, let me see my intro name first. I'm here, and I am back online with Wi-Fi on PS4 and GTA 5 and other games. Online. That's all I can say. I'm a little rusty in saying these words because I just woke up this morning. But the hurricane attack in Texas was really a hard thing that we had to go through. So let me explain what really happened. You know, after the video that I uploaded at high school, the video called High School with my friends and others, well, at between 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock at AM, I guess, or PM. I'm looking at the clock here, I don't know. Well, maybe I should know. It's just that I have a lot to explain this. I mean, all these days, all these weeks, 1 month, I guess, I've been through a hurricane attack. And since we got released from school, we had to evacuate the whole island. And I had to pack up my stuff, I had to grab my PS4, I had to grab all my tools. Well, maybe not my tools, but equipment, some gadgets, even if it's possible that I have gadgets. And we just got out of there. And as soon as we got out of the house, we saw barricaded doors, barricaded windows all over the island. Stripes, Islander, Roxy's, other restaurants have been there, everything. I mean, I saw barricaded wood covering the doors to make sure the impact doesn't do much damage inside. So we had to evacuate. And we were on the long traffic. So when my grandma was in the driver's seat, she knew somebody that we could settle while our house was being blown off and being damaged by this hurricane. My grandma's friend, we had to live there, and her name was Athena, I guess that's her name, that's all I know. Her name was Athena, and we settled there for about 2 weeks. And as soon as I realized that we had Wi-Fi there, I had my ideas to get back on PS4, but my parents told me that I had to be quiet on the microphone, to just be sure. And so I went on a PS4. I tried to be quiet as much as possible. I got online, and I messaged my friends that I'm back, and I settled at that place in Austin. And guess who I ran into? Guys, you might want to pay attention, because I ran into somebody, one of my friends, that thinks that it's hard to say because they were my friends. You know Juan MTZ, Typical Riot, and 2 friends of theirs? Well, as soon as I realized I joined Yoquans and in a session, they just delete me as a friend request for no reason. Until I realized that the friends list of theirs and mine has been removed. And I'm like, why would they do that? And they actually believe that just because that I start up some cargo crates and I had their help, they actually thought I was using them to get that much money. I mean, how many times have me and Joanna been over this since they don't realize that working with me as the associate, they help me out and I get 2 million. I mean, I get how hard they worked for me on supplies and cargo crates. But that doesn't mean that they could just remove me as a friend request, because I wasn't actually using them. I wasn't using them just let them like work with me so I could just get $2 million. Hey, I wanted to share a cut, but the game won't let me. I mean, I'm not blaming the game, and I'm not blaming anyone. Well, maybe I am, because I'm blaming Juan and Typical Ryan and others. They actually believe that I'm some kind of shark, that I have to stab somebody in the back and chew their back and pull them down, and obviously what Juan and Typical Ryan don't realize. How can I say this? They don't actually believe how much I've been through all this time. See, I wasn't using them just because I get much cash. I needed their help, to be fair, just in case I've been through a hurricane attack. And if any of you guys have Juan or Typical Riot as your friends, or if you recognize them, send them a message, because I want to talk to these guys. Or you could just tell them, or blame them, or do whatever, because obviously they don't realize how much money that we spent on a hotel, and how hard it was for us to go through all the hurricane damages. I mean, what really ticked me off that much is Juan saying that he actually thought that I was using them over cargo crates. So he blames me over cargo crates for what he doesn't realize, that I was only trying to get their help, just to be fair, to get enough cash, over about $9 million, to just get enough money in GTA 5 on my online profile before the hurricane attack. And I gotta put this in my mind. I just gotta think. I'm not obviously sure that I have Juan and Typical as a friend request, but I'm pretty sure I blocked him. But I will unblock him, and I will tell him the whole thing about what happened. I just don't understand why they would do this to me, and they don't even realize how not fair it is, just in case our house got damaged and blown off, and our Wi-Fi signal was off for almost about a month. Twice a month. Almost half of it. So I just don't know why Juan and Typical would do this. I mean, I just really want to talk to these guys. I just want to explain of what happened all this time, and I'm just gonna think about it. I know that I'm flying around with this thing. This is actually amazing. The Bambushka that I'm flying right now, this is actually amazing. Big, huge plane. It's got explosive turns on the front and the back. I mean, seriously, it really ticks me off that Juan and Typical Riot blames me for no reason over cargo crates while I've been in a hurricane attack. It just really ticks me off, because it's not fair. It's not fair to me how that my house got blown up, and lucky for them, theirs didn't, because they live in an opposite state, far away, I guess. And they don't even realize how much work we had to do. Oh, somebody's watching. Hey man, hold on. I'm explaining what happened in the hurricane. Just let me do the display messages and some. You can send comments below if you want to tell me something. Because right now I'm explaining everything what happened during the hurricane attack. And good news is Wi-Fi is back on in our place. We got everything fixed. We had to go through, we had to go through a lot to get our things repaired and fixed as well. A lot. So, while I was at Athena's place, we had to go somewhere, to a hotel, just in case our house was being repaired in our place there. It's an island. And people there in the island, some of them are lucky enough that they can repair houses and get things done to call someone's help and help them fix it out and pay them bills, pay them back a cut. Others, well, so many just gave up. So many just gave up that they can't fix the house, so they said screw it, because they're going to a new state. That also means that one of those people were one of my friend's parents. So, when I go back to school on October 16th, I don't know who's leaving, and I don't know who's staying. And I'm kind of a little nervous for someone that I really am worried about. But, that can be later, because I gotta explain the whole thing. So we went to a hotel, and it was... It starts with an S. Schlitterbahn. It was Schlitterbahn. The hotel name was Schlitterbahn. And I could tell one of my friends, Jerry Templeton, was there as well. Joshua. And Josh Bender. And... well, that's all I know. Is they're still here. But I don't know if the others are. And I don't know if they're leaving. Oh, Danielle Oxborough. Danielle Oxborough, or... sorry, I can't remember the last name. I'm a little rusty. She moved to... her parents moved to another place where her father is a cop, and that's all I can think of. They also left their ride, their generator, their golf cart. As soon as we realized that there was a golf cart there, we had to borrow it. But I don't know if it was a good idea, so we had to go there either way, and the cart's gone. So, yeah. Anyways, we went to Schlitterbahn, stayed there almost like 2 weeks again, maybe 3 weeks actually. There was a pool, and there was everything else. Oh, I almost forgot. Juan and Typical Riot, did you know that we had to carry my 2 little baby brothers during the hurricane attack? See, that wouldn't be such fair as that how much I've been through, taking care of the babies, repairing all the damage back in our house, and getting everyone settled at every single house or apartment. And do you even know how much that even cost, Typical Riot and Juan? I would probably say like $2,000 or $20,000 actually. Every single house we've been through, and every day, every week, every second, every error around the party. Am I still alive? So I still need to explain things. Okay, it's still rolling. So as I was saying, Juan and Typical Riot, I've been so much that it wasn't fair for me, that I had no choice but to get that much money from your guys' help, from your help, to do the crates. Now if you blame me, that is a bad decision, or a choice you can make there. This is a message for Juan and Typical Riot, if you guys know them. I cannot believe that you actually thought I was using you just because I needed that much money. And it doesn't matter if you don't get paid or not, there's always a way that you get enough cash. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't want to help you, but with that attitude comes out of that message that you sent me like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later on, Juan. I just couldn't believe it. You actually thought I was backstabbing your backs just because I was using you to get the crates for that much money? If you would have realized how not fair it wasn't for us and our family, so much we've been through, you would understand of what part of balance is. It wasn't fair for us at all, Juan. It wasn't fair for my grandma, my mom, my dad, my aunt, even my 2 little twins. My 3 weeks old twins. 3 weeks old. It just ticks me off, Juan. Ticks me off. You sent a message, and you think that we're just using you for over crates. It's unbelievable. How ridiculous that is when you don't realize how hard it was for us to go through all single apartments, every single building. We had to travel Austin to Texas, all around that state. It just ticks me off, Juan. It ticks me off. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you other thing. You know Flight? You know that we got subscribers. You know Flight, one of my friend's requests? Guess what he actually did? He tried to blow me up while I was in Athena's apartment, taking care of my twins, and while I was back, he started blowing my Starling up. Hang on, let me show you. You see this? Look, I went to Warstocks. See, you all saw my Starling, right? A full proof worthy opponent against 2 Hydras. This is the black one that I used. Flight was using a Molotov, V-65 Molotov, with missiles modified on it. Shoots me down for no reason. I asked him why, and he wants to be a complete little jerk who wants to kill me for no reason. So I had no choice but to end his jet. And guess what happened? He tried to get in his hangar, and as soon as that happens, I drop cruiser bombs on that vehicle. For good. I had to. And if Fly doesn't realize how much I've been through in the hurricane attack, so help me, I'll just do more than just block him from my friend's requests. If only I was a hacker or something. I mean, what part, Flight, this is a message for Flight. What part of don't understand of how much I've been through all these days, weeks, or months, and you just sit there in that seat, you sit in that co-pilot seat in the jet, just acting like you don't care. It's not gonna happen, Flight. Ain't gonna happen. And oh, he sends me the friend request. I don't know, like 3 days ago. He sends me another friend request. Is that it for an apology right there? Do you think that's enough to get my head through, Flight? Do you think that's enough? So yeah, this one over here was trying to blow up my Starling and all I had to do was drop bombs on him, kill him so many times, and he removed me as a friend request. Then, so we all had no choice but to kick him out of the session with Young Quan and N's help, and Flight just left the session. So Flight, if you're still watching this, if you ever do that again, if you ever shoot me down with your Molotov while I was at Athena's again, if you don't realize how much I had to put my pain through all this work I had to do, I swear to God, Flight, I'll make your life miserable. So I cannot stand or tolerate another war. So I can't have that. I can't. Now I know this is some kind of hard push argument over and all. But I need to get you to understand, Flight, that you don't realize how much one of our family members have been through. After all the apartments, after all the pain we had to go through to fix our house, it just really upsets me almost. It really does. Because it wasn't fair to me. It wasn't fair to my parents either. So, Flight is a guy who shoots me down for no reason, betrays me as a friend. Juan blames me over cargo crates, over nothing, for what he doesn't realize how unfair it was for us to put all the pain through our little... I'm not in the mood to say it. Right in our behinds. All the pain right in our behinds and our spines. It just really upsets me the most. It really does. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that I saw those messages from Juan Quan. Juan Quan. Why did I say Juan Quan? At least it rhymes. Sorry, Young Quan. No offense. But Juan, don't you ever send that message again. Don't you ever think. Don't you ever say, Juan. This is a message for Juan. Don't you ever say that I was using you over crates for no reason. I wasn't using you, Juan. I needed your help. Just to be fair, on my account, just before when the Wi-Fi connection cables were gonna be wiped out. Just in case it was fair enough that I have enough money for a little paycheck reward. But 4 million is enough, I can tell. It really is. But I'm still ticked off of what Juan sends me this message. It really ticks me off. Hold on. That's all I can explain here. Or not all, actually. I can say short part that we got out of Schlitterbahn for about 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks a lot because it's true. We got out of Schlitterbahn in 2 weeks. We went back to Texas to get our house fixed. And Juan, typical, right? and all of the... I don't know, hang on. So, Juan and Typical right. When we got back at our house, do you even know how much damage it put us through in there? There was a lot to go through. You don't even realize. I mean, for their age, of course, I understand that they're only about less older than me, but it's how they don't understand with their age of how much I've been through. So, do you want a typical riot? You want to blame me? You want to blame me over cargo crates? Just in case that I had to do my job to clean up all of the crap on the floor, mulch, and other stuff. I can't explain. That's why I say stuff. Everywhere, all over the house, everywhere was covered in hurricane mulch. It was disgusting to clean up all that crap. And you, Juan, and Typical Riot, standing there, sitting your little hiney holes in your chairs, tapping your little fingers on your controllers, sending me messages that you want to blame me. Well, guess what? I'll blame you that I'm still here. I'm still going, keeping on going, and I'm never giving up. We never give up in our place. So, Juan, if you want to blame me that I'm still here, I'm gonna start putting all this hurricane thing was on you because you can't do your job. For so much that I've been through, Juan. Standing there, blaming me. I cannot realize under your age, Juan, that you come up with the most pathetic excuse for a little child who doesn't care of how much I've been through and all the pain and all the times that we had to spend for over $20,000 each apartment, each building, each house, everywhere in Austin and Texas, right between each other. And it really ticks me off so much. Subscribers, it just really ticks me off. I mean, Juwan and Typical Right blames me over cargo crates for no reason. For no reason. I mean, they just don't understand how much I've been through. God, I can't explain. I almost had injuries. I would have slipped and fallen down on my back of the head, and I would have died or something like that. And believe me, I've been through a lot worse, Juwan. I've been through so much worse than you can ever imagine, Juwan. For under your age, you think you know everything, do you? As much as I know about you, you're just a little kid, a hillbilly's grandfather who doesn't understand what fair and balance means, who doesn't understand of how much work we had to go through, and who doesn't understand of what a little child would do such a thing if he couldn't do his job. Just sitting there on his chair, ticks me off that he sends me messages, tapping his little baby hand's fingers, sending me messages. And guess what he sent? Well, hang on. Let me explain the whole thing, because that's not it. While I was in the session, I needed Juan's help with something while I was at Athena's, and he rejects. I mean, think of a homeless person who needs help. Think of a guy or someone else out there who needs help just in case he needs to get comfortable or get his stuff back or to make things fair. Juan. It just ticks me off that he rejects my request of over things that I need in this game. And what I mean reject, he sends me this extra text saying that first of all I suck. Second of all, well, that's what he thinks actually. He thinks I actually suck. He thinks that I'm some kind of, I don't know. I can't explain it because I am done paying attention for all of his crap. He just... I mean, all I can think of is blah 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 from Juan's mouth running. I mean, he runs his mouth and he's gonna get his lips clipped. And there will be a bruise in there. He's gonna get a fat lip one day. He's gonna get a fat lip one day. If he keeps running his mouth like that, he never shuts up what happened. He doesn't realize what happened. It just ticks me off the most. Yeah, I know, I'm still flying up here. This plane. This is the first thing I ever had. I could just land here. I mean, really ticked off, subscribers. I just got really ticked off and I couldn't believe it. His friends blames me for no reason. Over cargo crates. How many times do I have to say it? So I have to let Young Quan and Typical Riot know that they made their mistake for their move. Hold on. This thing sure is big for pulling up that fast. Took us like so many weeks and days and hours and minutes and seconds to get our house repaired. Sure that I got some bruises from it, and sure that I got some cuts. And for all the frustrations I've been through. How many times do I have to say this? I mean, for what Juan Typical Ride doesn't realize how much things I've been through for all this Weather Channel hurricane harvester thing. It just really takes me off. It really does. I guess that's all I can explain. Right now, I'm just gonna have to unblock flight Juan and Typical Rad, because I'm gonna sure tell them a lot of examples as soon as they join my party or something else. I mean, I won't kick them out. It's just that I need to talk with them like adults to make them realize how much I had to put all the frustrations in, and for what they had their little excuses for a little mistake. So yeah, I'm back. Just to let you know, guys, I'm back on PS4 on Wi-Fi on this place here, just like old times. Make sure you guys, please, make sure you guys like this video. leave comments below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll start uploading videos soon. Look, I know that I haven't uploaded any videos this. It's because I'm really busy taking care of my little brothers. That's all I care about. There's they're they're I have little twins. I feed them, I tickle them, I change their diapers, I give them passies. Ugh. But I'm just really busy. So, as being a big brother who has two twins, and for a high school student, I didn't realize how hard it was for me to be that busy. But I'll get things done, and I will upload those videos soon. Make sure you subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys next time, next day, and the next video.